So here is a brief example of the game that we'll be making. You can obviously expand upon this, but this is the very basis of a game show game. So, what is your name? Well, my name is Jake. Hello Jake, are you ready to answer some questions? Yes, I am. When was America founded? America was founded in 1776. Congratulations, you got the answer right. Go back. Yes, so let's say I get the question wrong. 1778. Sorry, that's not right. And then if we hit no, it'll close the program. Now, this is very basic and you could obviously add a lot more questions, but this is just an example. Here's how I did it. Alright, so to start off, we're going to do an @echo off, which is getting rid of any unnecessary text in the game. Right below that, we're going to do a : start, which is essentially how rooms are in GameMaker. This allows us to transport the player between the different areas of the game, basically. And then we're going to do a CLS, which is a clear screen, so that when we come back to the start room, there is no text left over from the previous room here. It just kind of makes it a little bit more nice. And then we're going to set the color to 0A. Now this is the light green color that you saw in the example. However, I will have a link in the description which has a bunch of different colors that you can choose from that will change how your game's text looks. Next, we're going to set title to game show, which is how command prompt will be seen by Windows and by the player if they read the very top. And then we're going to do an echo command. An echo is basically a print function, so it will allow us to display text to the user. So whatever I write here will be displayed to the users. And we are going to do welcome to Peak's game show. And then right below, we're going to do echo with a period. Now, echo with a period is a line break. So that kind of puts some spacing between things, makes it look a little bit better. And then we are going to be asking, what is their name? Just to kind of get just an example of a variable, and we'll go over some more examples. So we're going to do we're going to do set/p name equals. Now make sure, this is a mistake that I made when making the example, make sure there is no space between name and equals. Name is our variable, and then equals is reading off whatever the player inputs. So this is kind of getting the input and setting it as the name variable. And make sure that there's no space here, because it will not work if you do that. And then we're going to do another echo. We're going to do hello %name %, which will come up as their name. Are you ready to answer some questions? And then we're going to echo yes or no. And then we're going to do we're going to do set, and then /p again, and then yes or no equals. And then we're going to do some if commands. So let me move this up a little bit. All the code will be in the description as well. So if you get a little bit lost, you can look at what I wrote. But if you want to actually make the game and experience making the game, I'd recommend you type all this out yourself. So then we're going to do if yes or no %EQU, which is just equals, y go to game show. And then if %yes or no %equals no, go to end. So this is basically going to be, if they want to answer questions, then we'll be taking to the game show room. If they don't want to answer questions, our end function, when we make it, will basically just be closing out the room and closing out the command prompt. And then we're going to add a pause, because otherwise command prompt will just kind of blow through all this and just close everything out, and we don't want that. So what we're going to do is we're going to do another : game show, and then what we need to have here, make sure you have this, is we need to have a clear screen so that none of the text that we just wrote up here will still be in the game. And then we're going to do echo. Let's come up with a question. When was America founded? So we're going to be asking the players when America was founded. And we're going to get another variable, another user input, which is set/p answer equals, and then we're going to do if %answer % equals 1776, we want to go to the room correct. And we will set that in a little bit. Now, if the answer does not equal 1776, so if it's anything but that, what we're going to do is NEQ. And this is basically just not equal to 1776. We're going to go to incorrect. So this is basically just kind of making sure they have the answer right. I'm going to move this up again. And we're going to set the correct screen. So correct, and we're going to do clear screen again. And then we're going to do echo, congrats. You got the answer right. And then we want to ask the player if they want to go back to the question they were just on, or if they want to go back to the start screen. And again, this is more just practice for switching between the different rooms. The more you do it, the better you'll get at it. And so we're going to do go back, and then we'll put in parentheses here instead of doing another line break. And then we're going to do set /p, go back equals, and then we're going to do if percent go back percent, oh, I forgot a space there, equals again y. We're going to go to game show. So if they do want to go back, we're going to take them right back to the code up here again so they can answer the question again. And if percent go back equals no, we're going to go to start. Now, if you really want to, you can add some kind of checking. So if we wanted to, we could also add a capital. So if they have it in capitals, it won't mess anything up. And we can also add if they answer anything but what we want them to answer, we'll take them back to the start. But for now, we'll keep it simple and we'll keep it at that. And then we're also going to add an incorrect kind of room. We move you guys up again. And in the incorrect room, we're going to have another clear screen. And then we're going to have an echo. We'll just let them know you didn't get it right. So sorry, that's not right. ... And then we'll ask again if they want to go back. And then we can just copy the code that we wrote up here and we can paste it down here. And then we can add a pause, and there we go. That is our game. So what we're going to do now is we're going to save it. When you save it, you need to save it as a batch file. So it will have the extension BAT. I'll show you guys how to do that right now. Alright, so once you've gotten your code all written out, what we need to do is we need to save it, and we need to make sure you can run it. So we're going to go to save, and save as, and you can name it whatever you would like to name it. I'm just going to name it Game Show. Now, this is the important part. Whatever you name it, you need to add a .bat behind it, so that when it saves, you're actually able to run it. So we're going to hit save, and it should pop up right here. It did. So when I run this, it'll play our game show, which is exactly the same as the example. Isn't that strange? So we can go through and we can answer the questions, and then just kind of play our game. Now, it would be pretty easy to add more questions and just change rooms and add more on there if you would really like to, but this is just a simple example. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. I also have a Twitter and a Discord. Both are really good ways of contacting me. Thank you for watching this video. All of my code will be in the description. And thank you for watching.